Thinking about moving to Marietta, Georgia, but you're not familiar with the area? No worries, in this video we're going to talk about the top 5 suburbs of Marietta, Georgia. Hey everyone, my name is Victor and I'm a licensed real estate agent here in Georgia. And in this video, we're going to talk about the top 5 suburbs of Marietta, Georgia. Of course, if you have any questions about Marietta or are thinking about moving here or have any questions about the process, feel free to call or text anytime. I'm more than happy to help. I love making these videos and I love making content about my hometown, but more than that, I love helping people make that transition to Marietta as easy as possible for them. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first suburb on the list is the West Hampton area, or as a lot of locals like to call it, West Cobb. This area is a great area to live in Marietta. The median home value in West Hampton is about $400,000. It's a fantastic area, one of my favorites for sure. The style of homes in this area is typical to what you would see built in the 90s. Marietta, like much of Atlanta, kind of became popular during the 90s, mid-90s, around the time of the Olympics. And so West Hampton is no exception. Very similar to the rest of Atlanta, became popular around that time as well. So because of that, a lot of the homes in that area were built in the 90s. There are some homes that were built around the 70s and 80s, but that's not so common. There also is only a few new builds in that area. And so most of the homes there were built in the 90s. A fantastic area to live. One of the main roads that goes through West Cobb, or West Hampton, is Dallas Highway. It's called Dallas Highway because it leads right into Dallas, Georgia. But Dallas Highway and also Barrett Parkway are all some main roads that are right through that area. Lots of places for shopping, lots of restaurants. The West Cobb Avenue is there in West Cobb. It's a great area to take your family or just to go for shopping. They've got the Apple store, a Barnes & Noble. I think they have a Kirkland's furniture store, a whole bunch of shops, a whole bunch of retail there and restaurants. Certainly a great area for shopping as well. The school district there in Marietta, also in West Cobb, also very good. One of the best in all of Marietta. Certainly a great area for schools. That's probably one of the reasons why so many people move there is because of the schools. And so overall, West Cobb is a great area and highly recommended. Downtown Marietta. This part of Marietta is right in the middle of the city. This is where Marietta Square is, and so fantastic area to live. Certainly older homes there. As you can imagine, Marietta Square was kind of the beginning parts of Marietta, and so the homes there were built longer ago than the other areas in Marietta. Lots of houses there built in the early 1900s, 1920s, 1930s. There are some newer homes. There are also some newer condos there right near Marietta Square. And so there's kind of a range of older homes and newer homes, but not a lot of new homes there either in Marietta Square area. Median home value in that area is about $325, so awesome value if you're wanting to live in Marietta is that center area of Marietta near Marietta Square. I mean, homes range there anywhere between $250,000 up to $700,000. So lots of variety, lots of great affordable living, and it's right there, right in the middle of the city. Marietta Square is a great area to be spending time, hanging out there, lots of shops and restaurants. The Fountain and Glover Park right in the middle is an awesome area as well. Whitlock Avenue goes right through that area. The courthouse, a lot of government buildings there in the center near Marietta Square as well. As for shopping, there aren't a lot of retail areas in this part of the city except for what's right there on Marietta Square. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great areas there in Marietta Square, a lot of great shops, especially a lot of like local shops, people who are growing things locally, who are making things locally. Great place there on Marietta Square. But other than that, there are not your typical big box stores like Target or Home Depot or Walmart. There's not really much of that right there in the city center. Another great part of Marietta Square is all the festivities that happen there throughout the year. Every Saturday there is like a farmer's market that happens there. Local farmers and people who make things locally come by and they have booths there, they sell their things. It's a great area to walk around, especially if buying things local is important to you. The farmer's market at Marietta Square is awesome. During Christmas time, during 4th of July, they have lots of festivities there. Awesome area for that, especially if you have one of the homes or condos that are near the square. I mean, you're talking walking distance to all of those things that happen regularly. And so living there near Marietta Square is awesome and great value. Next up is the Sandy Plains area. If you look on a map, Sandy Plains area of Marietta is just south of 92. It's pretty close to the next suburb that we're going to talk about, East Cobb, but the Sandy Plains area, as you could imagine, the main road there is Sandy Plains Road. Also Shallowford Road is a pretty main area there in the Sandy Plains area of Marietta. Median home value there in the Sandy Plains area of Marietta would be about $400,000, similar to West Cobb. I'd say that the Sandy Plains area is a little smaller, probably less traffic, less people than the West Cobb area, but similar to the West Cobb area, those homes probably mostly built around the 90s. Very few new builds in the Sandy Plains area, so if you're looking for a home built in the 2000s, 2020s, Sandy Plains is not really the area for that. Most of the homes built in Sandy Plains area would be 80s and 90s. So the age of the homes there in Sandy Plains, pretty similar to West Cobb. Also the school district there in Sandy Plains is also very good. I think that's Lassiter High School, Kell High School, Sprayberry High School, also in the Sandy Plains area. And so great area to live. Plenty of shopping there in the Sandy Plains area. Like I said earlier, the intersection of Shallowford Road and Sandy Plains Road has a bunch of grocery stores, bunch of retail locations there, also lots of restaurants there. And so certainly a great area to live as well. Now, just east of the Sandy Plains area is the East Cobb area of Marietta. Certainly the highest valued area of Marietta. The median home value there would be about $500,000. And so much newer homes there than Sandy Plains or West Cobb. There's probably a few more new construction there in the East Cobb area. Also, the East Cobb part of Marietta is pretty close to the Chattahoochee River. So lots of outdoor activity areas there. I think the high school district there would be Pope High School. So fantastic. Probably the best of the high schools or the best of the school districts of all of Marietta would be there in the East Cobb area. Johnson Ferry Road goes right through the middle of East Cobb. This is the road where most of the commercial and retail spaces are going to be. Johnson Ferry Road can have some traffic sometimes during the rush hour times. It can get kind of backed up a little bit, but other than that, it's not too bad. So great part of Marietta would be that East Cobb suburb. Next on the list is South Marietta. This is the area that is kind of south of Windy Hill Road. It has a median home value of around $300,000, so a little less than West Cobb. A lot older homes there. This is why the home values are a little lower there. That area kind of has some homes built, more homes built in the 70s and 80s there. And so well taken care of, fantastic neighborhoods there as well. Some of the main roads there would be like Windy Hill Road, Powder Springs Road, Austell Road, East-West Connector. Those are kind of the main thoroughfares in that South Marietta area. Also, schools there are not quite as good as West Cobb or West Hampton, but certainly great value area there in South Marietta. Lots of shops there as well. I think there's a Home Depot there, plenty of grocery stores. There along Windy Hill, there's Starbucks. You gotta know where the Starbucks are, of course. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A super popular all around Georgia, certainly all around Marietta. So yeah, South Marietta is a great area for sure. Fantastic homes there, a little bit older, a little bit more character in those homes. Certainly a great area. Hey, hope you liked the video. As always, if you have any questions about Marietta or are thinking about moving here, feel free to call or text me anytime. I'm always more than happy to help. See you in the next one.